fight. We're gonna take control. Out of the light, jump in the night. We're gonna take it all. We got that hunger. Yeah, we got that stuff. Give it your fight. We're gonna fight. We're gonna take control. Out of the light, jump in the night. We're gonna take it all. We got that hunger. Yeah, we loud as the stuff. We are taking over. We're gonna take control. We rise up and explode. We are taking over. We are soldiers. We're gonna take control. We rise up and explode. It's so crazy. Not gonna change me. We are amazing. I'm just saying. Kick my way in, all the way in. We only do shit, we going big, and that's no one else inside. Take it or leave it, we gonna be on the giant. We got that we only do shit, we going big, and that's no one else inside. Take it or leave it, we gonna be the only one shining. We got that hunger, yeah, we loud as the stuff. We are taking over. We are soldiers. We're gonna take control. We rise up and explode. We are taking over. We are soldiers. We're gonna take control. We rise up and explode.
Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony, joined alongside Busta Boy.
That's moi.
And we got John.
What up?
And we got Eddie.
How you doing?
We got Eddie as well doing this. All right, guys. So we're here today. Of course, tomorrow at noon Eastern time will be the premium live event, WWE Crown Jewel, over in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. They had a little press conference today. I didn't see anything from it, really. A little bit busy, but I do know some things that happened during it, so nothing important.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah. We will dive into...
That's one of the reasons why I'm tired right now. The press conference was boring. But then again, I mean, I watch UFC press conferences and stuff, and boxing ones too, and they all make me fall asleep. So,
Fair enough. All right, as we go along, if we get people in the comment section, leave your predictions as well. We had one comment from the diseased Jason Atlas, just posting sushi before the show even went on the air, it looked like, pretty much, but takeout. All right. I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to get this show on the road.
either that or he was talking about the rapper that passed away, whichever the case.
Oh, yeah, Nick. True. I've been referring to Takeout.
In case you don't know, in case you don't know, non-wrestling news. Yeah, Takeout passed away. He was killed playing a dice game.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bowling alley. That sucks, man. Just playing dice, enjoying yourself, and just boom. But anyway.
So before I go into Crown Jewel, of course, tonight's Friday. We got Smackdown tonight, pre-taped last week, of course. You got Ricochet taking on LA Knight, Liv Morgan facing Sonya Deville in a no DQ match. You got Ray and Gunther going at it for the IC title.
Yeah.
Obviously, those people couldn't be used it. Crown
Also,
Jewel,
in case
whatever.
you didn't know, there was another match that was announced too, not WWE related, but Miyoto Suzuki versus Sheamus.
Oh, really?
For New Year's 2023. Yep. So I think New Japan Pro Wrestling and WWE have some kind of working relationship, which is good.
I thought it was Shinsuke Nakamura and
Yeah, it's Shinsuke Nakamura, not Sheamus.
Yeah, there's Miyoto. No, he's facing a Great Muta, but I saw earlier today
Well, yeah,
there was a Miyoto
Muta and
Suzuki
Sheamus.
versus Sheamus.
Really?
Yep, I literally just saw it before we started the show. So, and it wouldn't surprise me if not a lot of people knew it because it was just announced for New Year's 2023. Like, just
Nice.
announced.
So we got two guys from WWE going to be over in New Japan.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing those two. Please just don't kill each other. Okay, Sheamus, please don't kill Suzuki and just don't, because they're gonna kill each other. Miyoto Suzuki's a hard hitter, so is Sheamus, and I really think they're gonna get stiff as hell, and we're gonna cringe in all the right ways, and it's gonna hurt us a lot more than it's gonna hurt them. So it's gonna suck watching that match, but it's gonna be good in a good way. So those guys are gonna hurt each other. So.
Well, I'm curious. You got me looking now. So
yeah, because I did.
Not saying I don't believe that. I do.
Yeah, I know. You
just like to fact check things.
Yes.
Whether or not they got it where I'm looking, we'll find out. Some interesting pictures from Saudi Arabia. Of course, Sami Zayn's not going to be over there in Saudi.
Which is dumb.
And apparently there was some loud "We want Sami Zayn" chants during the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they got to worry about being attacked by another country.
Yeah, I seen that too, and we hoping everything goes fine over there. Obviously,
maybe the attack will happen after the show, then we don't have to ever go back.
I know. I don't like the deal Vince did with the Saudis. It's nothing wrong with going there and doing something, but a 10-year contract with them. I mean, that's.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Oh boy.
And some of the performers not like going over there because sometimes they get detained. I think, may he rest in peace, Mr. Brody Lee was not happy being detained for like 8 hours.
Right.
So yeah, I'm looking on Twitter and Busta's right. Suzuki versus Sheamus is official.
Wow.
Bring it up, because I'm looking. I can't find it anywhere. Where'd you find it?
I just went to Google,
page?
typed in Sheamus versus Suzuki, and then I got a tweet up here from Humble Wrestling that says, "Dear Hunter, Suzuki versus Sheamus, thank you." Then there's a bunch of comments about it.
So, I have so much
like
to say about this Crown Jewel shit, but I'm going to leave it alone.
He's only there because Day One might be canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already know Day One's been canceled.
Yeah, Day One's done, and they're saying Hell in a Cell might be done as well. So
Money in the Bank may be as well.
Right.
Yep. And they're saying, they're definitely though. They're saying Money in the Bank might go back to Mania.
WrestleMania. Yeah. They're playing from what I seen last.
Yeah, and they're potentially also going to scrap the Chamber pay-per-view too. So
no,
I mean that one.
I'm okay with that kind of.
No, I did hear that. They were planning on changing it back to No Way Out instead of being Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
they keep the Chamber match.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, we're good.
I would say put the Chamber back at SummerSlam and only bring it out on special occasions, like super grudge matches and stuff. You know what I mean?
Now, Sheamus
Crown
doesn't have
Jewel.
nothing here.
Like make it so you can make it meaningful again, but because he wants to get rid of gimmick stuff. He's pretty much been on record to state no more gimmicky stuff. And
Except for the Royal Rumble.
yeah, obviously that's a
Obviously,
tradition.
but-
Yeah.
That's when I start my road to hell, so to speak, my road to WrestleMania. I start watching those. I get those two live every year. I get the Royal Rumble every year, and I get the WrestleMania every year. So those are the two that I get every year. I actually buy those.
I also heard that getting rid of Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, moving from its own premium live event back to WrestleMania with men's one night, the women's the second night, potentially. It hasn't been guaranteed or confirmed
That'd be
yet.
pretty dope. I'd be all right with
Another
that.
thing that was talked about is bringing back the King of the Ring as a premium live event or pay-per-view and having both the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring a part of that show.
Yeah, go back
Instead
to
of the Queen's
putting it all in one night. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Make that damn thing meaningful. Let's see if they're actually going to do something with the King of the Ring winners.
Right. That's
Right, Xavier Woods?
they need.
I mean, I always loved the King of the Ring because, King of the Ring, even before it came out in 93, was basically a thing WWE did through the 80s. I think Macho Man won it. Bret Hart won it twice.
Yeah, he won it in 92 and then in 93 when they had the first pay-per-view.
Yeah, and, Owen, look how Owen Hart's career skyrocketed after he won it. And then, you got to go with the Man 316. He became a megastar after that.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see I'm trying to go around not talking about King Mabel.
Right?
Yeah.
The worst is King of the Ring.
That's a long way to go around.
Yeah, I know.
True.
I know. King Mabel. I mean, they had so many potential with Shawn Michaels in that King of the Ring and, Savio Vega.
They really dropped the ball with
usually
Wade
won,
Barrett, in my opinion. When he won King of the Ring, they really could have done something with him. I mean, Bear and Corbin as well. They could have done something with Corbin too. Like, no disrespect to Corbin, he gets a lot of shit because they call him like the mid-card vortex. But let's just be honest here. Like, they could have really done something with Bear and Corbin if they really wanted to. When he won that King of the Ring, that was their chance. And I think they really dropped the ball so many times on so many winners. Like, even some of the women, some of the women that were in the Queen of the Ring, they dropped the ball on those.
Right.
Selena Vega's better than what she's now. I mean, she's from New York and she's talking like she's from medieval times. Come on.
Yeah, it was terrible. Selena's another one that could have went well too. I mean, you know what I mean? But then they put her in a tag team and made her tag team champ.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
I would say if you look back at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, at least most of the winners actually went somewhere from 93 to 2002, counting the pay-per-view. Of course, you had a couple that didn't, like Mabel and Billy Gunn, that won the King of the Ring.
and William Regal. Well, William Regal.
So you mean Bill?
He was later. He wasn't part
what
of
The Rock called him.
You mean Bob? No, my
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, he got. I think that was probably the worst decision booking him with the feud with The Rock. I'm like, wow, that's gonna go bad.
Shamrock was a good King of the Ring, but the problem is his attitude. He wanted the one to beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. not doing the Attitude Era. Austin was the man.
That's true.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold
Austin
was the man. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, even though they kind of say that, Sable was being pushed pretty hard too in the females division. Now, this is a very rare moment. I'm gonna have to agree with Jim Cornette on this one. Wow, yeah, almost threw up in my mouth. Me actually agreeing with Jim Cornette. She was nothing but eye candy, like, for real. Like, she didn't have anything, and she didn't really have nothing. just the power bomb. That was it, really. But
Yeah.
you know, China did it better.
True.
She rocked that power. She flaunted that power bomb, and it matched her. When Sable did it, it just made her look stupid. You know,
I mean, I wouldn't say this kind of stuff about Sable in front of her husband, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we're all in agreement. We won't say nothing in front of
just don't tell Brock, okay? He'll destroy me.
I'll say as long as I'm the one who gets power bombed by her.
Yeah.
I mean, but let's be honest here. The first thing when you think of Sable, what do you think? Do you think very talented athlete with all the jack of all trades, or do you think damn, she's hot?
I think whipping chains.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Damn, she is fucking hot. I'd like to do some things to her, you know. But nobody says that she's a talented athlete, you know, that she has memorable matches. You know. That's just
But she's definitely not the worst.
No, she's not the worst. I mean, Eva Marie is that's
we don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about Eva Marie, though. We don't talk about her.
Or Jillian Hall.
Yeah.
Or Jackie from Tough Enough.
Oh, or Tori.
Gata.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did we all forget about Tori?
No.
Stacey and her long legs.
No.
Hey, I was at WrestleMania 20. I enjoyed the pillow fight match.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I mean, yeah, I shit on the Bella twins, but at least the Bella twins could actually like sometimes wrestle.
Yeah.
Right.
Nikki can wrestle though. Like that's the thing I'll give Nikki. Her mic skills, not so much. But she could wrestle. I'll give her that. But Eva Marie was just garbage. But anywho.
So since we were talking King of the Ring and you mentioned one of the greatest King of the Rings of all time, I will mention a little rumor that came out today about a certain Texas Rattlesnake. So there's talks that he was very pleased with his match with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania this last year. He might even be willing to come back and wrestle again at WrestleMania next year.
I would be okay with that. I would be fine with that. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. He looked great.
He did.
How are you going to book that one?
I'm not sure how they're going to book that one, but
as long as it's not Kevin Owens again.
No, it's going to be Jake Paul.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
As long as that Vince don't come back and get the worst stunner in the world.
I know, right?
I'd be okay with that.
You know, I mean, we do need a special attraction because that was Taker's gig, but now that Taker's not doing nothing, but who knows what The Rock's gonna do because they're planning.
Well, I mean, Austin again.
I mean, Austin and The Rock, they could tease a little build up that between maybe another match between those two.
As long as they're not singing songs together again.
Oh God, I forgot about that. We'll have Kurt Angle play. We'll have Kurt Angle play guitar.
I'm a sexy Kurt.
God, I remember that they did that then. I was at Madison Square Garden for a Monday Night Raw, and afterwards, Austin and The Rock were singing. I just said, "I gotta go home." That was the worst thing.
Would you rather put up with that, or would you rather put up with Tyson Fury and Drew McIntyre singing?
I'd rather put up
with the Honky Tonk Man returning.
Oh God, no!
Damn, John, you took my words. I'd rather have the Honky Tonk Man sing.
I would say
singing
his
theme song.
Now.
Oh God.
Well,
I want to have the Iron Sheik do a song.
Oh God.
Who's Elias going to beat up this time for interrupting him?
I don't know.
Walk with Elias.
By the way, there is nothing like Iron Sheik's Twitter. If you want a laugh,
true.
I follow him just because it is the most entertaining shit I've ever seen on Twitter.
Is it just like Iron Sheik?
Bonker thing. And he's literally like that too. If you've met him, he's like that. He typed that on Twitter. I'm like, you actually typed that, or you actually said that. That's crazy. That's the crazy part.
I mean, Sheiky Baby has always been. I love the rage he does about Hulk Hogan. Like you jabroni,
yes.
you jabroni. I'm world champion, Bubba. You know. Ah, man.
Good Lord. I'll tell you what, he is the most entertaining.
I mean,
Does that tell you how interested we are in Crown Jewel? We're talking about everything but Crown Jewel.
Oh, we'll get into that very soon, though.
The first tweet I'm seeing is a pinned tweet from 2018. Take a minute of your day to be nice to someone, you dumb son of a bitch.
Man.
At @the_Iron Sheik.
Yep.
I'll just tell you one thing, though. Like, I have a lot to say, like I mentioned, about Crown Jewel, but I'm not going to even talk about my personal feelings aside about
I don't
it.
follow him, but I see his tweets all the time. Anyway.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to even watch it or not. I might catch the quick results. I don't know.
You may not agree with them being over there in Saudi and stuff, but let's not focus on all the politics and crap there. Let's focus on the matches that are happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm mainly focusing on. But I may watch it, I may not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Plus, it depends on if I'm busy or not. So
I will say we do get some pretty good matches usually over there. So.
Yeah, they go all out. I mean, for what it is, I will. Last year, for what it was pretty decent.
Right.
So hopefully we get a better show this year with Triple H running things.
I think there's no question that'll happen. All right. So here's the first match we'll talk about. Which, you mean Dominic or
yeah, the greatest luchador of all time.
No, I mean Dominic Guerrero.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dominic Guerrero.
We got the
Caucasian, instead of the Latino heat, Caucasian heat. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Oh man. Okay. I'm going to hell for that one, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the OC going up against the Judgment Day in a 6-man tag team match. Dom, Damian Priest, Finn Balor versus AJ, Carl, and Luke. The rivalry between these two groups has been mostly built around the Rhea problem, which I have a feeling will rear its ugly head, so as to speak, here in this match as well. What do you guys got?
I mean,
I'm not really.
I liked the suplex that she did to Gallows.
The power slam?
Yep. That body slam was pretty cool. But I'm just going to say it's the OC's time, man. They're going to want to go with, they're going to want to cater to the old school a little bit here because that's how Kasadi loves their old school wrestlers. So I think they're going to give the OC the win here.
I got to agree with you on that one. I mean, the Judgment Day is really strong when it comes to live events, but it's the OC's time. You're not going to have them coming back to a big match in Saudi and then just to lose. So it's clear the OC's got this one.
I really don't care about this match. I just want this feud over, get it done. But yeah, I agree with the rest with the guys. The OC's gonna win because it's Rhea Ripley factor, you know. But she's gonna have the OC has to have somebody there in their corner to count her, you know. But I gotta go with the original club.
Nice. The Judgment Day has had the upper hand throughout the whole rivalry that these two factions have had, so I do agree. We'll see whoever the OC is going to go to, whether it be Raquel Rodriguez, who has been on live event shows, or if it'll be somebody else that'll come out and kind of neutralize Rhea Ripley, and then the OC will pick up the win. I have a feeling Dom might take the fall here, either him or Priest, but I know they got big plans for Finn Balor under Triple H's regime, so I doubt he will.
Yeah, I mean,
But Dom ain't taking the fall. Rhea won't let him.
yeah, he'll take the fall double time. He'll get
She might not have a
punishment
choice.
backstage. He'll get that punishment backstage from Rhea.
Yeah,
She
but
said, "You
it doesn't
better-"
help when he likes it.
That might not be.
I'm just looking for him to come out like the Bashams used to do, and Rhea Ripley could be Shaniqua. Come out with the whip. Gonna have him walking like a dog on all fours to the ring again. Like, you know, like she's basically like Shaniqua, and he's one of the Bashams. So there you go.
Speaking of Sable,
Oh boy.
Wow.
The Hoss match. That's what I call it.
That's pretty much what it is. You got the monster among monsters, they're the monster of all monsters, versus the Nigerian giant, Omos, and Braun Strowman.
The Hoss of all Hoss matches. This is going to be the most Hossiest of Hoss matches. So
I've seen somewhere recently that Braun Strowman compared this match to Hogan and Andre. I know, right?
Mary and Joseph. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. WrestleMania 3, Hogan and Andre. Yeah, Andre was having back surgery after that. But for God's sakes, Omos is like the second coming of the great Khali.
if Khali and
right.
Andre the Giant had a baby, it's Omos.
Yeah.
and everyone will never forget that terrible selling from Great Khali from the chair shots. Good
Yeah.
God. Like this okay. I'll just be glad when this shit is over with too, because this is the most whack match. This is gonna be the trash match. Because Omos can't sell and Braun Strowman can't really lift that good. So it's gonna be freaking terrible. He's gonna take a power slam and get straight up like nothing happened. So,
Possibly. So who we
but
got?
I'm gonna say Braun's gonna win this one.
I'm going Braun. I just feel like there's going to be something goes down. Braun's got the win. I'm just sick of Omos. Can we get him out of here anyways?
Yeah, so
Right.
This feud's gonna definitely continue though. Unfortunately.
Probably.
I'm gonna be drunk the whole time. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm going with Braun. I know it's going to continue because an MVP factor. I am. Yeah, it's not just stupid.
MVP won't be there for that matter. Just an FYI.
Oh, he isn't. Okay,
No,
good.
he's not.
All right, so it's we can all say this is the suckiest match of the week.
I mean, if he was gonna be there, I was gonna say no contest due to MVP interference. So
Yeah.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he gets taken out by Braun Strowman tonight on SmackDown. And that's how they write him not being there in Saudi. So,
Oh, good. Oh my God.
MVP is
But,
like
yeah.
Saudi.
right? Yeah, MVP
Damn,
wasn't
he
going
will
Saudi.
get Rush Hour 3.
So the Saudi 4? The people of Saudi really seem to like Braun Strowman. I mean, he did win the largest Royal Rumble in history over in Saudi, so I definitely got Braun Strowman winning here.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it was no competition. It was down to him and Big Cass. Of course he's going to win.
Oh, I thought that was Titus O'Neil for best entrant. Running down the aisle. I thought.
Titus World Slide.
I guess you can say he wasn't letting it slide.
But he did.
I'm done with this. I ain't letting us be here. I'm going all the way to Saudi for them not to forget me. So give them something to remember me by. He said his favorite song. He said his favorite Goo Goo Dolls song is "Slide."
Funny that's the thing that you'll remember Titus O'Neil by, though.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. He said when he was a kid, he could never go into the slide. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Anywho, moving along.
I guess you can say
the steel cage match.
He wasn't in the slippery slope. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh my god!
I'll leave it. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
He slipped and sloped under the ring. Oh. We got a steel cage match. We got Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. This is supposed to keep Scarlett out of the match, but
it won't.
It won't. In fact, I think she's going to be more into it than ever.
She's going to be shooting fireballs from outside the ring inside.
Mm-hmm.
If she can get it to work the right way.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, we're going to have a Hogan Warrior 2 match in WCW where the fireball didn't go off. You lit the paper,
Smackdown a few weeks ago. That's why I said
it. You lit the paper, but it didn't work. But I'm going to just say that Karrion Kross is going to win this one too.
I'm going to disagree. I think this is where McIntyre evens the score up.
Either way, this rivalry is not over.
Yep.
This rivalry continues. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I gotta go with
Drew. My question from that, though, if this rivalry continues, you had a strap match already. This is a steel cage match. Where do you go from there?
Team Kross versus Team McIntyre. War Games.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Or will they actually do some Survivor Series elimination matches and do it that way, too?
Or they could have
I could see some bigger
match.
People in the
Or
War
they have
Games
a 2 out of
match.
3 falls match.
Yeah, they could do something like that.
Those two are very talented. There's a thing about McIntyre and Kross, right? These two are very talented. I'm sure they will figure it out. Those two have such great chemistry together.
You say that, but yeah, I felt that their strap match was shitty, to be honest.
It was.
I've seen way better strap match.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot better strap matches too, but I sense their chemistry was good, but it's just like it felt like it was mainly just McIntyre just dominating the whole match.
For the most part, yeah, until the end when Scarlett got involved. And
yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that was going to happen though when I saw him get dominated. I think we're going to see something like that in this match, and we're going to see Karrion getting dominated again, and then he's about to win, and Scarlett's going to slam the cage on him. Or trap him in the cage.
So here's me thinking. I feel like Karrion Kross needs to get a more decisive victory. Whether it happens here at Crown Jewel or it happens next time against Drew.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go with Buster.
For sure,
I got
because his character now, the way it's looking, the way it's they're kind of making his character look now. He's supposed to be like a Reaper of Time or something. But he doesn't look like a Reaper, and he needs a dominating win. You know, he needs a good win without Scarlett's help. And if he doesn't win, if he wins with Scarlett's help again, it's going to make him look weak as a character. It's going to make him look extremely weak.
And I mean,
and the car crash was never explained, by the way. Just saying.
Not really, no. Not to compare Madcap Moss and Drew McIntyre, but Kross did beat Madcap Moss in a pretty decisive victory pretty much last week on SmackDown and showed what he can do.
It was a good match.
So
yeah, he made Madcap Moss look good. Yeah, he made Madcap Moss look good. Because he looked great in that match. Like that was the best Moss I've seen since he got it repackaged.
Right. We'll see. Let's get rid of that one. So we're actually split on that one. 2 of us said Kross, 2 of us said McIntyre. We'll see where that goes. the rematch of the night, or another rematch, if you will. The first title rematch. You got Dakota Kai and Io Sky of Damage Control going up against Alexa Bliss and Asuka in the rematch for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship from this past Monday on Raw.
Okay, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off. I know why they did this, and if it happens here, it's going to piss me off even more.
You know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, they're transitional
Look,
champions. They're transitional fucking champions, so Damage Control can get all the belts. And that's what I'm calling. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious here that Io Sky and Dakota Kai are going to win here. You know, and if they win, Bayley's winning the belt. I'm saying it, Damage Control is taking all the belts that night. And I can't stand it when they do shit like this. I don't care if it's Triple H's regime. I don't care if it's Vince's regime. I was extra hard on Tony Khan doing this shit. What makes you think I'm not going to be extra hard on Triple H doing this shit? If you're going to put all the belts on them, I don't know. Why don't you do it in the first place? Fucking
Because you got to do it under the crown jewel.
Just saying. And you do it in Saudi, a place that nobody with any brains or common sense is going to watch. Come on now.
What you got, John?
In a place that doesn't really take women's wrestling seriously. Like, who's going to cheer for that?
I agree. I agree with Busta. Sky and Kai are getting the title back, but I think there's going to be interference, and it's not going to be from Bayley. I think this is going to be the return to the company for Tegan Knox.
Interesting.
And make Damage Control a 4-person faction.
Yeah, and I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It's gonna be. If that happens at Survivor Series, I'm calling it Team Damage Control versus Team Bliss, Asuka, Bianca, and Candice LeRae.
Yep.
In War Games. So, and
I like it.
that it's all to build a War Games match between these four, and it's annoying. It's fucking stupid. I can't stand the transitional champion shit. I was extra hard on Tony Khan for doing that shit with Moxley, and this shit don't fly. This transitional championship shit does not fly, and it pisses me off, and it's annoying. Stop it. All companies, stop with the transitional champion shit. Stop. Just saying. Sorry.
What you got, Eddie?
I got Damage Control because it just made no sense to take the titles from them and put it right back on, but hey, that's the world of wrestling, but
it's
Damage Control is going to win.
Yeah. If they retain, I'll eat my pants. Just saying.
We'll hold you to that.
Just saying. If they do, I'll be surprised.
Next entertaining.
I mean, if they do somehow, I'll be surprised. Honestly. But I just think this is all just one big ass thing to get all the belts on Damage Control. It's annoying.
I don't think. Anyway, I'm going with Alexa and Asuka retaining, but we'll see what happens. This doesn't make sense to give it to him and then take it right away, but it could happen.
That is the most McMahon move ever. Just saying. That's such a McMahon move.
We got the Brawling Brutes, Rich Holland and Pete Dunne, versus the Usos for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships.
This is going to be match of the night. I'm calling it. Like,
I wouldn't be
surprised. These four have such good chemistry. Honestly. Like on the microphone, the Usos, they are one of a kind. Like in the ring, there's very few people that really look good. You know what I mean? And some that come to mind is the New Day. They look really good with them. with the Usos. A couple other teams look really good, but I think these four are going to absolutely tear the house and themselves down and apart. But at the end of the day, the Usos are the Usos, man. They're the best at what they do, but I think they're going to
They're the ones.
they're going to retain. But this feud is not over because they're the ones. They've been doing it for a long time, man. But this it's not tonight. The Brawling Brutes are going to get it, just not tonight, not in Saudi, and this feud will continue.
Well, like you said, Sami Zayn's not going to be there, so Jay should have no trouble being Usi enough. Hey, someone had to say it.
Someone had to.
It's going to be Usi.
It's going to be very Usi.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be so Usi, the Usos retain the title.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're going to go out there and do Uso shit. That's what they do.
You locked down penitentiary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an Usi night.
Crown Jewel Penitentiary. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be a Usi night for the Usos, and then it's going to be. Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's going to be a rematch with these four, but I feel the New Day is going to be in it because how many days has the Usos been tag team champion now?
I think they're the longest reigning, almost.
Wrong. Not yet.
That's why I said almost.
Yeah, because I feel like they're going to add it. It's going to be a big thing because if you look at it now, it's the Usos. It's the stats. I think it's New Day, Demolition, and if the Usos, it'll be Usos, New Day, and then Demolition will be number 3.
So the Usos currently, this as of that's October 23rd. So that was a little while ago.
That was my birthday.
Happy late as hell birthday.
474 days today, the Usos have been SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And no, Today has the record. Let's see if I can get it to come up here.
Yeah, but do we really want to see another Uso and New Day feud? Like, honestly.
Yes. I do anyway.
Well, what I want to see at Survivor Series War Games, I want to see the Usos, Sami Zayn, and Solo take on Sheamus, the Brutes, and who'd be the fourth person? I'd like to see JD McDonough come out from NXT for that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I think because they wrote Sheamus off, I think he's going to be gone for a while. So I think it's going to be. I would do a triple threat tag team titles match at Survivor Series for the belts. That's what I would do. I would do the Brawling Brutes.
New Day sits at 483 days with the longest reign as tag team champions. So 72. 474 it'll be today for the Usos. Tomorrow will be 475. What I'm thinking, when you get to next week, Friday, they're going to be that close to getting that record. Next Friday night on SmackDown, you get New Day and Usos, where the New Day perhaps can save their own record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not guaranteeing it, but I can see them doing it.
No, I'm kidding.
Because that's what the storyline looks like they're doing. Like their New Day wants to protect their record.
Right. So 7 more days. It would be. So it'd be at 479 days next Friday. So that's sitting 4 days from tying and 5 days from breaking the record for them that the New Day have as tag team champions.
Or maybe on Raw they
Yeah, it
challenge
could go down on Raw.
It could go down on Raw, not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday after.
Yeah, I'm predicting that it might be a triple threat as well.
That would be the day of.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they did a triple threat for the belts. Because I also think, like I mentioned, I don't think this feud is over between these two at all. So
No,
I think this is only going to make
this rivalry has just begun. So
yeah, I think it's only going to exasperate things. I think they're going to come close, and something's going to happen, and they're going to either get screwed, or they're going to come close, but the Usos are going to survive, just outlast them.
Solo is there just because Sammy's not, so he could play a role in this match.
Perhaps.
Little brother Oos. But anyway, moving along. I got the Usos too, if you didn't figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we move on to the last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair defending against Bayley. May I point out the fact here that Bayley still has one thing over Bianca Belair that'll still stand true after this match, no matter what the outcome is of it. Bayley pinned Bianca Belair in that 6-woman tag team match. Bianca hasn't pinned Bayley since Bayley's return. There's that. And you don't pin anybody in this match, but whoever puts their opponent down for the count of 10 is the victor and walks out with the Raw Women's title.
You already know who what I said was going on, so you already know.
Yep, you got Bayley.
Let me answer this in two words.
I'm saying,
ding dong.
Hello.
New woman champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Damage Control is going to definitely help her get it. I think some dumb shit's going to happen, and she's going to get screwed out of the belt, and Bayley's going to get it.
I don't think the last woman standing match is probably the best for Saudi, though.
We'll see.
They're going to be extremely limited to what they can do in this match.
Yep.
I feel. In my opinion, I feel this is something they should have done at Survivor Series. You know what I mean? I think they could have done a lot more here.
But I feel like we were mentioning earlier, the Damage Control versus Bianca and company is going to be inside the War Games match. So
Yeah. But I still feel like this could have been like somewhere else. I don't know. So this doesn't feel like the right place for it. But either way, Damage Control is taking all the belts. So
what do you got, Eddie?
I gotta go. It's gonna be a Damage Control night.
as pissed as it makes me, I got to go with it anyway.
Now, I was thinking Bianca retains earlier today, but the more I think about it, and I went with Bayley for the ladder match. Didn't happen.
It was a good ladder match, though.
It was a really good ladder match.
It was. They stole the show. These two are going to steal the show again, but I think they're going to just get edged out by the tag team match, the Brutes and Uso match.
But I can see Bianca retaining, but I'm going to agree with you guys. I got Bayley taking the win here and picking up her first championship in a couple of years now.
Yeah, I mean, Bianca had a subpar run, to be honest.
Who else is there for Bianca to defend it against if she keeps the title, really, though? I mean, unless you have Charlotte return and face her, but...
I mean, there's Asuka, but we've already seen that.
There's Bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've already seen that, too, but...
No,
She's
speaking of
fucking-
Charlotte,
Either Oscar or Bliss would have to turn pretty much to have that either one.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it would have
mean, with Bray Wyatt's thing going, you never know.
It's true.
speaking of Charlotte, I don't think she'd be on Raw because I think they will want to put her on SmackDown so they can have somebody face, Ronda.
What, is Emma not good enough?
Or maybe I've been hearing rumors that Mia Yang might be coming back.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'd be
can't do
okay
that.
with that.
I'll be fine with Mia Yim versus Ronda Rousey. I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Probably be another
I was
open challenge match like Emma was last week.
See,
I was happy
would
to-
like
I
to
was-
see. I want to see Nikita take on Ronda.
That would be
I was
interesting.
happy to-
Nikita Lyons is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't think she'd win.
I don't know. I think it'd just be a great match.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it'd be good. I mean, the Emma match was pretty good too. It was a good surprise.
The tarantula. I haven't seen that. In a
That
while.
crowd though was crappy. Which is surprising where they were at.
The crowd completely killed it. Like, honestly, you may as well just not even had a crowd because that crowd was just trash.
And yet we
Like-
still have to listen to that same crowd. Well, I'm sure they'll pipe in some crowd reactions tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you go ahead and pipe them in. There'd be better reactions than we got last week.
Probably.
Jesus, man, that crowd was trash. Do y'all not? Never mind. I'll be quiet.
That's usually a pretty good place that they go into too. So usually get pretty good crowds there. But anyway, moving along, you got the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar going up against the Almighty Bobby Lashley in round 2.
Is this Groundhog Day? Because I feel like we've lived this day already.
I
Well,
feel like
this
it's the
time
Royal
there's no
Rumble
title
all
on the
over
line.
again.
As
Yeah,
long
there's
as
no
it don't
Roman
end the
Paul
same
Heyman.
way the last one did. I mean,
Let's just
All
get
right.
one thing out of the way. The ring will not survive this match.
man, let me just tell you. Let me say this: is this match really necessary for Saudi
Yes.
Arabia?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I mean,
mean,
any other
Lesnar
place
is.
it could have been. And
Lesnar
you
gotta
know
get that
now,
baby.
and man, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a fucking fantastic match because it's fucking Brock, and a lot of people forget how much
It's
of a
ponytail
fucking
Brock.
beast that guy really is. A lot of people forget this is the same dude that picked Rikishi up at F5 effortlessly. This is the same dude that picked Big Show up at F5 them. A lot of people forget that.
And he's taking
That
on
dude's
the
a
only
beast.
person that's beating Omos.
Yeah, and the dude, and let's also
True.
forget, don't forget, Rikishi didn't have to jump and help him. He picked him up effortlessly and F5'd him. Both those men. So don't sleep on Lesnar. Lesnar's a different kind of beast. But I think for nostalgia, because like this is the Saudi crowd and they love their nostalgia. So I think they're gonna play into the crowd, into the nostalgia crowd. And I think they're gonna give it to Brock. There's not gonna be a tap out. There's gonna be a tease for a tap out, tease for a Kimura. Like he's gonna survive the Kimura, he's gonna survive the hurt lock. But I think it's gonna be a pinfall victory. I think it's gonna be a clean victory, and I think Lesnar's gonna win.
Lesnar's going to win. And then after Lesnar wins, here comes Cormier. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be Brock
Well, Lesnar was at one
Lesnar. Yeah, it's gonna be Cowboy Brock.
Yeah, I
And
feel
he's
like
gonna-
with the way that the match ended at Royal Rumble, they've got to even things up here and give Brock the win.
I will say this is my favorite version of Brock Lesnar.
It is. Yeah.
when he
I
just
agree.
goes out and just murders people. I like that one a
Yeah.
lot better than this. The Cowboy one was entertaining. It was funny. Now I'm like, you want to go hunting?
Right?
I thought he was Lumberjack Brock now.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, and plus he had some of the greatest matches. Like that was the best Brock that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, flipping the ring.
Fucking literally ran the damn tractor into the ring.
Yes.
That was so good. And
Never
then
seen
some are
anything
saying
like
that was the masterpiece match. That I haven't seen a last man standing match that good in a long time. You have to go all the way back to like Triple H and Shawn Michaels days.
Right.
The Triple H and Jericho one too.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah.
We shall see. All right. So remove that for just a second. So you can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Now add it back to the stream. Well, he's going to be there, so we got to talk about it. What does the Eater of Worlds bring to Crown Jewel? Bray Wyatt is scheduled to make an appearance in front of a live crowd.
Well, I got to talk about
I think
it.
we need Uncle Howdy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Uncle Howdy. I liked the message that they did on Friday last week. You know, I don't know if you guys know with the QR code, you know, with him with the red, with the eyes blacked out in red and liar written all over it. And the message that he sent to Bray, I think he's going to have another message. But I don't think the Saudi Arabia crowd's going to care. As much as I love Bray, I don't think the crowd's gonna care. Like, honestly.
I mean, I don't think they'll be happy to see Bray. But
I mean, I think some of them will, but a lot of them probably just won't care.
I think whatever happens in the taped episode tonight is pretty much going to show you what Bray is going to do at Saudi.
You know, I've seen the spoilers for the show tonight, and that I don't recall him saying anything about Bray Wyatt on the show, but that doesn't mean they won't put something in there. So
right.
Yeah, but I know he's going to have an Uncle Howdy segment there for sure. If they don't pull the wool over everybody's eyes just to get people to watch, and it's a recap of 2 weeks ago.
You wouldn't think so, but hey, you never know. I feel like the people in Saudi kind of like Bray Wyatt as well because, I mean, The Fiend did win the Universal Championship over in Saudi Arabia, so, well, he also lost it over in Saudi, so there's that too.
Yeah, but yeah, he's also been in the ring with Goldberg and Seth Rollins, so.
Yeah.
Well, we all could say that Bo Dallas is doing a great job as Uncle Howdy.
What if we're wrong and it's not? What if it's not Bo Dallas? What if it's Barry Windham?
Well, if you see the cross earring, there's only one guy that wears that, and it's his brother.
What if that's to throw you off? What if they did that there as an Easter egg to throw you off? It's Randy Orton. What if we're all completely wrong? What if we're all completely wrong and Uncle Howdy is Chris Jericho?
Well, no.
Then the whole storyline's ruined.
Right?
Or it could be pull the wool over everybody's eye, and it could be Jeff Jarrett.
It's Husky Harris.
Totally,
God. Oh yeah.
It's Curtis Axel. I mean Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah, or it could be Michael Tarver.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tell you what,
I mean, the head's big enough.
This
or David
Uncle Howdy gimmick for Bo Dallas is definitely way different than anything he did as Bo Dallas, and much better. Even though you've only seen it a couple times so far.
Yeah,
I'm curious for sure. Like,
there's another one. There's another trademark that WWE did. It's I think it's for Eric Rowan. They're thinking that he's coming back to be part of the new Bray. There's another character that they trademark for.
And here's the crazy thing, right? After we find out who Uncle Howdy is, we still have 5 more characters left.
That's true.
We got the Rambling Rabbit. We got the Buzzard. We got Sister Abigail. We got the Fiend. And we got one more.
You know what I was thinking? I was watching NXT this week. And here's a hunch. You said there's 5 more characters of Bray's. I call it Bray's Carnival, and all that. What do you think about? Well, I cannot say the names. The Wayne Rock daughters in it.
It is not going to be the Schism. No.
I think maybe Joe Gacy could be part of that, because there was heavy speculation that Joe Gacy was part of that new faction for a while there.
I think it's all NXT people though, for sure.
No,
yeah, it could be led by maybe.
I don't know if it will end up being or not. I mean, it was obviously. Well, yeah, it was. Grayson Waller was one of them when Bray returned.
Yeah.
At Extreme Rules, but will they actually use those guys as the Wyatt Six?
No, because those be like Retribution, random people each time,
and
or
Triple H isn't going to want to do that.
Right,
like Retribution, like started out great and then just died in like a week later,
and now
pretty much.
Mace is a model.
So we'll
post
it.
But at least
it's Massé now.
At least we're getting rid of T-Bar and we're getting back Donovan Dijak.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you tell me why Mansoor is not on the card for?
I have no clue why Mansoor is not on the card. He wasn't last time there in Saudi either earlier this year.
I mean, I wouldn't want him to be on the card.
He's from Saudi though. That's why they always had him on the card.
Yeah, but now
I think I'll be embarrassed to go back and dress like the way I am.
Right.
They would be like, "What the hell did you do to our hero?"
Pretty much. Went from undefeated for a little while to loses every match nowadays.
The little kid, the freaking father to his little kid in the front is like, "What the hell did you do to him? What is going on? What is he doing? That's not our child. Get him out of here."
He's become a comedy act for the most part.
We don't know him. Who's this guy? Okay.
Rajesh, you're not my favorite.
Hey, at least you can say one good thing that came out of Maximum Male Models is that we got to return to Logan White.
I'll stop.
Right.
What I do?
You did nothing other than talked over me.
Oh, sorry.
I said at least we got one good thing out of Maximum Male Models, and that's the return of LA Knight.
Oh, yeah. Should have never freaking left in the first place.
True that.
Max Dupree.
Max Dupree.
And then the fact that Adam Cole was going to be like Max Dupree, I'm glad he said no. I wouldn't sign back either.
Me too. Although I'd love to see Adam Cole back in WWE now with Triple H running things because things would go good for him now. But
if his career,
we got to wait for that.
Yeah, if his career is still around.
Right.
Because I don't know if you heard about his concussion.
Yep. You got to get cleared to be able to compete again. Is that with a concussion?
Yeah,
so anyway,
how long it took Christian.
That's true. Moving on to the main event of Crown Jewel, you got the upstart Logan Paul in just his third match in WWE. We'll have his brother Jake Paul in his corner, going up against the GOAT, God
Tom
Mode.
Brady's going to be there?
No, the GOAT of wrestling of WWE.
No,
The
Joe
head of the
Montana's
table, the
gonna
tribal chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns.
be Rikishi.
In his corner.
What?
No Rikishi. And I'm sure
Darn.
Sokoa won't be far behind either.
Close enough.
Same difference. Rikishi, Roman Reigns, same difference.
There is a hell of a lot of a difference between those two.
They're both Samoans, so
Wow. Just because they're
Same
both
difference.
same bloodline.
Not really, because they've both been F5 by Brock Lesnar.
yeah.
That's true. But one of them's been beaten by Brock. The other, well, he has, but not as many times.
Oh.
The other's beaten Brock.
Yeah, but so is Seth Rollins, and we're not talking about him.
Speaking of, Seth freaking Rollins isn't even on the card tomorrow night.
There's a rumor.
Which is
What's the rumor, John? Because I've seen there was a rumor
apparently
for another
it's gonna
match.
be- Seth Rollins is going to have an open challenge.
Oh, really?
That's where they're going to do, and that's probably where Mustafa will take the title.
Oh, that could be interesting. Open challenges don't usually turn out very good for Seth Rollins.
Exactly.
I mean,
And
the
it's
last
on
time he
Saudi,
had.
so it's not going to turn out good for anybody.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who's going to win this match. Logan Paul, duh. I mean, we all know. Like, come on now. No,
Gotta hit
I'm
that
kidding.
one shot.
I'm joking.
One lucky shot.
Yeah, but I'm kidding. But Logan Paul's improving, honestly. For someone who doesn't do this, like honestly,
I was very impressed with his match against Miz.
Yeah, he's getting better, and like, his mic skills are still cringe. Just stick to your podcast, please, Logan. Like your podcast is good. Stick to that. Stop trying to cut promos against people who know what they're doing. You're just gonna be made out to look silly. And but I think Roman's gonna make him look like a beast. And he's gonna. There's no doubt in anybody's mind who's winning this. Roman's gonna win it. So.
What you think, Eddie?
I think this match is. It's appalling to see Logan Paul in his third match getting a world title shot when you have a lot of talented people on the roster that deserves it more than him. But yeah, Roman's gonna smash him. So this is the tribal chief era, not I make an energy drink. So yeah, I got the tribal chief.
All right, so this is a crappy match, but it's perfect for the show that it's for, because no one cares about the show.
Yeah.
So why not give Logan Paul, of all people, the title shot that he's not going to win because it's Saudi, and Saudi's going to love it, because who doesn't love seeing Logan Paul get his butt kicked? I'm going Roman for the retain.
You'll get the chance to see, not only will you get to see Logan Paul get his butt kicked, but you might see Jake Paul take a bump. But
actually, I think Jake Paul's going to cost Logan the match.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big boxer now. So, plus after what happened on Impulsive, I'm beginning to think maybe he's got onto something, because they got into a little bit over. He's like, "Why'd you blur up my stuff?"
Call it right now. WrestleMania. Logan Paul versus Jake Paul in a boxing match.
Oh, God. It'll be a lot better than Jake Paul versus KSI. Jake Paul's would smash KSI, especially after his match with Anderson Silva.
That was a good match, too.
It was great. Like, people need... Okay. Real quick little side note. I mean, he gets discredited a lot because he doesn't fight real boxers, and a lot of his matches are rigged. That's not the case. That's not true. But it was a good fight. But he deserves it, man. You earned that one. Good shit.
Yeah, I'm going to make it 4 for 4. Definitely going with Roman Reigns retaining here. I don't see his historic reign as the Universal Champion coming to an end at the hands of Logan Paul in Logan's third match.
What?
Do I feel like Logan Paul will be a future champion? Yes. Not this year. Too early.
Not right now. Not
do.
with the bloodline being white hot.
Right.
And Sami Zayn being over like a motherfucker right now. I don't see nobody taking that belt from Roman right now.
I mean, the rumor still is that Roman Reigns will be defending against a certain family member at WrestleMania next year. So,
Yeah, The Rock.
yep.
The ghost of Yokozuna.
No ghost of Yokozuna.
The ghost of Umaga.
He'll defend against Haku.
Rikishi.
Totally. No.
Rikishi and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. No.
Speaking of The Rock and Roman,
Hottie come back to WWE and get a title shot.
speaking of The Rock and The Rock, they had it in the first press conference to announce this match. They asked The Rock, what did you think about Roman calling himself the head of the table? And The Rock basically said, well, how can he be head of the table when I'm still head of the table? You know, so
Right.
they're starting it because Rock is the head of the table still, and Roman's, Roman wants to be head of the table. He is, but is it truly him? They got to find out at WrestleMania to see who is the head of the table.
Yeah, but the only thing for me though with that match, you don't have to have it as a title match.
No,
I agree.
You know what the
But
crazy
that's where
part
it's
is?
trending towards.
You know what the crazy part is? Real quick, little fun fact. Roman Reigns planted the seed for this gimmick years ago. Do you remember the interview, what he said in that interview? He said, I'll be taking my place at the head of the table. Believe that. I don't remember which interview that was. I think there was a title match that he had. But he did that
Uh,
gimmick change years ago.
Yeah.
So what's supposedly going to happen? Rock wins the titles and then drops them, and then we have a title on Raw and a title on SmackDown again?
I don't know how they're going to do it. I know USA Network supposedly has said that they want a world title back on Raw, but how or when that'll happen, who knows?
well, there has been talk that Triple H did order new belts, but they don't know which ones he ordered.
Right.
Yeah,
For tag team titles, there's new tag titles coming.
they're in a predicament right now.
I think there should be the Raw Championship should be won in the Royal Rumble, and Cody finally gets his title.
Why
No,
not?
honestly, they're in a predicament right now. They want both the belts on separate shows, but they don't want Roman to lose.
Right.
It's almost like, I don't know, putting both the belts on one guy was a bad choice.
That's right. So the only way they can really get around that is if they do like a triple threat match and do like what they did with the Intercontinental title and the European title back between Jericho, Benoit, and Angle at WrestleMania 2000, I think it was, where you have one fall for the Intercontinental title and one fall for the European title.
That would be pretty dope.
Poor Jericho. He lost the title the next day to Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks to China low blowing him.
Yep. That's the only way I could see him getting one of the 2 titles off of Roman and having him still be Universal Champion, because that's the title he's going to keep when that's the record-breaking reign.
Yeah.
So
And
there
yes.
is one thing that we're forgetting here. How is Austin Theory gonna mess up his cash in this time?
He's going to come out and get knocked out by Jake Paul.
Yep.
Now there are some people. There are some. Honestly, the way they're booking Austin Theory now, I'm really enjoying it. Now some people are saying there's rumors that he's going to cash in NXT. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't want him cashing in on Braun though.
Right? I mean, I've even seen comments online that he could cash in on somebody other than a world champion too. So, or even seen rumors that they might hold off on him cashing in until just before that 365 days is up too.
He's gonna cash in on Gunther.
Yeah, to try to win the Intercontinental title.
Yep.
We'll see. My thing is, though, if they're going to try and have him hold on to it until the next Money in the Bank, are they going to go the whole 365 days, or are they going to try and have him cash it in at WrestleMania pretty much if we have the Money in the Bank matches return at WrestleMania?
I really hope not. We don't need another Seth Rollins egotistical.
I mean, in a way, they are already playing off of that in the rivalry between Theory and Rollins the last 2 weeks. Rollins saying he has the greatest cash-in of all time, which he does. And Theory saying, hey, I can top it.
Wasn't there a rumor where Theory was going to put his case on the line in an upcoming match?
There was a rumor of that. I don't know whatever happened to it, but
maybe someone that actually deserves it would win it.
maybe. Y'all know how I feel about Austin Theory, though, so. He's
I
a
hate
future
him
world
because
champion.
he was in the way.
Yeah, kind of like I feel about the Young Bucks.
No, I feel completely different about Austin Theory than you do about the Young Bucks.
Oh boy, here we go again.
I'm sorry, I mean the Young Fucks.
I knew that was coming.
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck the Young Bucks.
I mean, Tony Khan did decide that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were in the right for what happened at the All Out.
Sorry, you got suspended.
Yep. Now they're getting brought back, and Punk's going bye-bye, apparently. So. Hey, we could potentially see CM Punk return to WWE.
No, let's be realistic here. If Punk goes anywhere, he's going to show up on.
Actually,
yeah, right. They wouldn't pay him enough. I don't know. I've seen so many things about Punk over the last 2 months since that's happened. 2 months, whatever. Not even funny. Triple H supposedly wouldn't bring him back, and then there's another day that Triple H will more than happily bring him back. And there's got to be interest on both sides. Like, whatever. Whatever happens, pretty much at this point with Punk.
Yeah,
Another rumor that
he
supposedly don't want to wrestle anymore.
They're saying that he's going to sit out his contract and still get paid by Tony Khan. And I mean, there's a new merch for him on AEW shop. It's a Christmas ornament, and it looks absolutely horrible.
Does it?
Kind of like his wrestling career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a sweet deal with All Elite Wrestling. It's just Punk being Punk. You know, I enjoyed his matches coming back after 7 years. I wasn't expecting a guy that hasn't wrestled in 7 years to do what he did. You know.
I know he brought back ice cream sandwiches.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I like
Oh,
I had high hopes for when Punk came back because that little 2011 me was still very happy. But something like if you really were that good and it showed in the ratings, but you just had a lot of personal shit. You know what I mean? And it spilled out unnecessarily and it sucked. But I love the match with Eddie Kingston. Love the match with MJF. The whole feud with MJF was just so good. That was the best. That really brought out the best in MJF, and that really brought out the best in Punk.
I mean, you can tell the difference between Punk at All Out press conference last year compared to the All Out press conference this year, but it's almost like he needed to. I don't know if he should have just came back on a more of a part-time schedule and not wrestling as much as he did with AEW. Obviously, if he comes back to WWE, he's more than likely either going to get the special attraction contract like Brock has, where he only comes in every once in a while, or
At first when he came, at first when Punk came back, he was like, just when you think they're gone, they go and pull me back in, and then it's like, then this year it's like, and I'm rudely reminded on why I left in the first place. It happens like that. It happens. It can't be helped. You're only human at the end of the day, and
I almost feel like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I almost feel like with Punk that things went bad when he got injured when he won the world title from Adam Page, and it never really set well with him that Tony Khan let him stay as AEW World Champion. I think he would have rather have just forfeited the title since he was going to be out with an injury. But
I also think it didn't sit very well with the roster that you had your favorite. And Tony Khan obviously had his favorite. And he wasn't thinking as a businessman, he was thinking as a fan.
Right.
And if you're gonna do that shit, there's no point in you running a business because you're not thinking as a business. You're thinking as a fan. And that was a lot of people's issue with Khan. He doesn't run it as a businessman, he runs it as a fan. And I think when Adam Page cut a little bit too deep with that promo, he kind of did a shoot promo on him, which Punk wasn't ready for. Punk wasn't ready for that. And I think that's what it was. He caught him on a bad day on top of already not being happy with him being, being played the favorite. And the people were pissed off. The athletes were pissed because he was the favorite. It's like when you have a brother that's loved more than you, you don't like that. You start being the spoiled little brother, and it's like, I'm here too, I want to be the favorite, after a while. And that's what I felt like it was being. They were like the middle child that just tried to cry out for love too, And he was the favorite one. They put all the blood and the sweat and the tears into it, and he came in, and then they felt like he was just, taking all the spotlight, which he did because, of course, I mean, who wouldn't? Honestly, with somebody like that, who wouldn't? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's just a cancer, he's terrible. No, for his age, he did well. And it took him a few matches to get in the game, get back into it. But after a while, he started really getting good again. It started being a better version of him. A little bit slower due to age. I mean, of course. You go in there and you try to run ropes and stuff, or try to do anything after not doing it for a while when you used to be good at it in your 20s and 30s. And see how you feel.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. I thought Punk. It sucks that Punk's run had to end like this. But I enjoyed what I had of him.
Exactly. Which I think a lot of people did, but we'll see what happens. That's for sure. Yeah. Because Punk could go. Oh, well, we lost Buster Boy, huh?
Looks that way.
Should have known. We got quiet. Did I say that?
It slipped out.
Huh. There he is. Knew it wouldn't get long.
Computer decided to be on crack, but I don't know what happened with my Microsoft Edge. It crashed on me. Anyway.
It happens. I hear an echo.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
That's me for you, probably. Probably me. My stupid computer, probably. Oh, never mind. Not my computer. Probably this. Okay.
So since we were kind of talking about AEW-wise stuff too, kind of like that they've been doing more of these live rampages, even though they're on at 10 o'clock at night after SmackDown. But tonight's match, I would assume probably their main event. We got Shibata versus Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship. That match should be pretty interesting.
A main event that actually feels like a main event on Rampage. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Right.
All right. Because to be honest,
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you
Yeah,
can go ahead.
it's actually in the building of where they hold WrestleMania 4 and 5.
Yeah.
You know, so
And Mike
that'd be
Tyson will be
nice,
on
you know.
commentary tonight as well.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, it doesn't bite anyone's ear off.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I'm gonna go on the record and say Jake Paul is today what Mike Tyson was in the 90s. Like the people that respected the hell out of a lot of people say they respect the hell out of Tyson now, but back then people hated him. You know what I mean? People hated him. Just like they hate Jake Paul, you know? The same thing. They were saying the same shit about Tyson back in the day. Oh, his fights are rigged. He has easy fights and all this other stuff, you know? But looking forward to seeing how this Jericho thing's going to work with him and Tyson. So,
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Jericho and Tyson did have that little run-in a year or so ago in AEW?
Something like that.
Fuego. All right.
Yeah, did you hear about the thing that you know how James G. Cornette is the more talking about that AEW should fire Orange Cassidy?
That one surprised me that he would say that.
Yeah, and I'm like, you still think it's 1987? You're talking about the Midnight Express. You know, that's why WWE don't want him around him, because it's all about the old times. I mean, I get it. He still talks about the horrible run when he did that storyline of the NWA stable during the Attitude Era. He said that was the best stable in professional wrestling. That was the stupidest thing I ever saw.
Right?
oh God. Jim Cornette to wrestling is what JD from New York is to podcasting. Just saying.
Yeah, JD Harmon. Yeah, I know.
Like nobody takes Jim Cornette seriously, just like nobody takes JD from New York seriously. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to hear an old man sit there and bitch about the good old days of wrestling, just like no one wants to sit there and hear someone bitch about the Raw that happened 2 months ago and still watch the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, women's wrestling is not the same anymore. Kind of like, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Don't get me started. I'll be quiet.
I was gonna say, if you want to get started about women's wrestling anywhere, then you got to talk about AEW, because Tony Khan doesn't know how to book a women's match. women's division.
Don't tell that to Jade Cargill.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you saw that freaking Twitter feud that happened.
She
The last
actually,
person that said
surprisingly,
you don't want to see another. Yeah.
surprisingly,
yeah,
I
I don't know
seen
what
Wow.
happened.
today that
Oh,
surprisingly, I
God.
seen something today. I think on Twitter that Jade Cargill said that they could have like these really good matches in the women's division if they were given the time and the opportunity to. So, which she's not wrong because Tony doesn't give
I
the
agree.
women anywhere near the time or chance to do a
Yeah.
good match.
I think the biggest problem with AEW right now in their women's division is the lack of time.
Right.
I do think so. I think the women's division needs more time. You can
That's
give
what
them
the
like
issue
2.5,
was
3
with-
hours. Sorry, go ahead.
That's what the issue was with the WWE women's division before we seen the Revolution take place. So when he brought up Becky and Sasha and Charlotte, then they started getting more time. We've seen women WrestleMania main eventing, so
I
they
mean,
need something like that.
the women's division can do better than Dark for like 2.5 hours. Like, who wants to sit there and watch Dark? I watch Dark for one reason, and you already know that reason. Fuego
The
del
master of the
fucking
tornado
Sol.
DDT.
Oh, and when AK-47 gets called up, I'll watch it for him too.
Right. And it's what it is. All right. And so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, I did see another thing I wanted to mention. It sounded like there was rumors. Don't go to listen to any proposal for WrestleMania 39. That's good. Rumors that WWE could be working with NWA as well. So there's that.
Oh yeah, Billy Corgan did talk about that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about that. He said that they were in talks, but it fell through.
Hadn't heard that it fell through, but I knew there was talks of potentially happening.
Yeah, they were in talks, and then they just stopped. And he's like, "I'm hoping it picks up one day because I'm hopeful to be working with anybody." So interested to see. It'd be nice to see those guys over there. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to see Trevor Murdoch back in WWE again. It'd be nice to see, like Chris Adonis back in the WWE again, and Trevor Murdoch,
Right.
and be good to see.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, it'd be good to see Tyrus over there. He's in good terms with WWE.
That Bruce
Trevor-
play.
Funkasaurus.
JTG's in good terms with WWE. So a lot of those guys are in really good terms with WWE. So be good to see Bully Ray over there again.
Is it Bully Ray in Impact now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the number one contender?
Battle Royal.
Is the number one contender to the title?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's when you know your buddy Tommy Dreamer is running things.
And Kazarian's going option C.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We got freaking Moose over there just being Moose, being a horsey guy, going off the script, shooting on wrestling again, pissing people off, calling people mid-card owner.
You want to know who from that roster I want to see in WWE?
Who?
Jordan Grace.
Oh yeah, she would be amazing with the division.
Could you imagine her and Rhea Ripley going at it? That'd be a good match.
It would.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Who knows? They already got Dakota Kai back. They already got Candice LeRae back. So you never know. We might see some other people. So,
Jordan Grace joins the OC.
There you go.
Come here.
Stranger things happened. There is a lot of women supposedly that Triple H has his eye on of bringing back to the WWE. So we're in.
It'd be great. Great. He's got a lot of damage to. He's got a lot of damage to undo still. Like even still,
True.
it's good to see a working relationship kind of with NJPW. You know, they kind of got a working relationship. You know, it's good to see like guys like Sheamus in New Japan. You know, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's good to see him back there. And this makes me hopeful. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll see guys like Gunther back, and you know maybe we'll see him in NJPW. Maybe we'll see Pete Dunne in NJPW. Like, can you imagine Takahashi versus Pete Dunne or Kazuchika Okada?
Nerves could handle that.
Yeah, or like Kazuchika Okada versus Roman Reigns. That'd be freaking sick. We might get that dream match between the two cousins, Tonga and Roman. Because I know Tonga wants Roman. He's been on record multiple times to state that he's better than Roman. So,
what about Seth Rollins versus Jay White?
Oh, that would be great, man.
Wow.
Seth Rollins versus Takahashi. Or Seth Rollins versus Kota Ibushi. Like, can the camera keep up with those two? Like,
WWE is placing restrictions on Nakamura versus Superman. All right.
Yeah, that's going to be good. That Nakamura and Great Muta match is going to be awesome. I mean, it's not going to be like high-flying 10 out of 10, but it's going to be as good as strong style can be. So they're going to go out there and they're going to do some strong style shit. So.
Yeah.
So, have you guys seen the rumor of what they were going to have? There was a couple things that they were going to do with Randy Orton before he got injured, or might still do after he comes back from injury if he does. One was apparently a world title reign. But the main one, there's rumors that he could still, and they were going to do, and could still have him come back and turn on Matt Riddle.
Bro.
He returns from injury.
That'd be all right. You know, it'd be good to see the Apex Predator back as a heel.
Right.
I think he makes a good heel.
He does. Randy Orton as world.
Somebody.
Yeah, Randy Orton as world champion. You know, if he's getting these injuries like his back and stuff, you know, how much of a load can you put on him? To me, I think he has to transition to like a lighter schedule. You don't want to ruin a Hall of Fame career. You know, I mean, when him down with an injury, but I would love to see him and Riddle go one-on-one again. You know, and start him off as a tag team, and Randy gets pissed off and RK's on him out of nowhere. You know, that'll be a great feud.
Or Riddle gets attacked before the tag team title match, and Randy has to fight by himself. And you find out that it was Randy Orton that attacked him the whole time.
Oh, like they did with the Big Cass then and Enzo.
The only difference is this one will actually be good because it's Randy Orton and he's believable.
Yeah.
Like, that dude is a viable threat. Like if somebody, like, I'll give you a good example, right? Like there are a few people that just work so good as a heel. You know, Kevin Owens to being one of them. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a natural heel. You know, The Miz, and then there's Randy Orton. He's just that sadistic side of him that comes out when he's a heel. It's just so him, you know? And that's my opinion anyway.
Apparently, the U.S. State Department has been in touch with WWE ahead of Crown Jewel tomorrow, so with reports of an Iranian attack circulating again. And let's just hope anything that if there is an attack of any sort over there, it happens after those guys are all back over here.
As soon as the plane takes
doesn't
off,
happen
they
at
can
all.
attack.
Right? As long as it doesn't touch our guys and gals.
Let's just hope nothing like that happens at all. So,
yeah. Apparently, R-Truth suffered a serious injury on NXT Tuesday night.
oh yeah, he did. I saw that. Yeah, he went to do a diving attack on the outside, and he tweaked.
He messed that up
his
so
leg.
bad.
He actually did more than just tweaked his knee.
Yeah, he
So,
fucked up his
the
whole
rumors are
entire
saying,
leg.
yeah, his quad. Tore his quad.
Yeah, I saw that too when he jumped over the top rope. I'm like, R-Truth at his age still doing that? Yeah, that's crazy. I think they had to go for a quick fit. Oh no, the match had to get thrown out.
Yeah,
They couldn't finish it.
Smith tried to get back in the ring and keep going, but he couldn't do nothing on that leg.
Yeah.
So they probably won't be seeing R-Truth anytime soon again.
Or Dragunov.
That sucks too because he just came back too.
What about Dragunov?
I'm not see Dragunov for a while because of what the whole. Didn't he get like sidelined by McDonough?
That's just storyline, though. I don't think he's actually injured. But he could be like Tyler Bate, where he was just over in the States for a brief period of time, too. Who knows?
I think they just need to put Dragunov on the main roster.
I would agree with that.
I mean, his match with Gunther was amazing.
Right? All right.
They should have him beat Gunther and then have a storyline where Gunther just goes absolutely ape shit because he can't beat Ija. Because that'd be 3-0.
Right.
3 matches and he's like, you can't beat him. He's like, you took a title from me again. You son of a bitch. You took it from me again.
Okay, so even though it's pre-taped, it's that time to get in any plugs that you guys got. It's about that time for Smackdown to start here. Boy, you got anything?
Oh yeah. November 18th, we're doing a charity event for Speedy Fist like I did last year. The speed runs. This time instead of 3 days, it's gonna be 5 days. So go ahead, go there, donate, do whatever you need to do. If you want any links or whatever, just go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/BustaBoy. And I'm going to be practicing all week. And on the 18th, I'll link everybody on my Twitter. So.
All right. I got nothing specific planned. The next prediction show might be for AEW Full Gear, I think would be the next show. Next premium pay-per-view. So for that, thank you, John. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, Bustaboy, for being in. That's a Crown Jewel prediction show. Look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow.
You guys have a good night and talk to you soon.
Yep.